When I moved into my new apartment, the landlord gave me just one rule: never open the storage room after midnight. I thought he was joking. He wasn't. I moved into flat 403 last month. It was cheap, quiet, and seemed perfect for someone like me who works from home. But from the very first night, something felt wrong. Every night, exactly at 2:13 a.m., I'd hear a faint sound. It was like someone scratching the inside of the storage room door. At first I figured it was just a rat, but the sound was too rhythmic. 3 quick scratches, a short pause, then 3 more scratches. The same pattern, every single night. A few days later, curiosity got the better of me, and I went into the storage room during the day. It was just a dusty, empty space, except for one thing in the corner: an old, rusted nameplate. It said, Armanon, -403, but I live in 403. So who was this man? When I asked my landlord about it, his face became blank. He just said, "There was a man before you." He left. That was all he would say. No more details, no explanation. On the 3rd night, I was jolted awake by a whisper. Someone was whispering my name. The room was completely silent, but the storage room door was slightly ajar. I distinctly remember locking it before I went to sleep. As I got closer, a gust of cold air rushed out from the gap, like someone inside was breathing out a long, cold breath. After that, things got worse. It wasn't just scratching anymore. I started hearing footsteps inside the storage room. They were slow, heavy, dragging footsteps. And they always started at 2:13 a.m. The consistency was the most terrifying part. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. I decided to stay awake and find out what was going on. I set up my phone on a small tripod. The camera pointed directly at the storage room door and hit record. I sat on my bed, watching the screen. Right on schedule. At 2:13, the lights in my apartment began to flicker. The scratching started, loud and frantic this time. Then, the footsteps began. They moved from the back of the storage room, getting closer and closer, until they stopped right in front of the door. Right in front of my camera, I saw nothing on the screen. But when I replayed the video, the audio had captured a deep, raspy whisper. It said, "Why did you take my room?" My hands went numb, and the phone almost fell from my grip. I grabbed my phone and called the landlord immediately, my voice shaking. His reply froze my blood. He said, "No one lives in that apartment, son. 403 has been locked up ever since the last tenant." I yelled back, "What are you talking about? I'm living in 403. I'm here right now." There was a long, chilling pause on the line, and then he said, "Armanon?" He took his own life in the storage room, and the call disconnected. Just then, the lights started flickering violently. The footsteps returned, closer this time, just outside the storage door, in my room. My eyes darted to the clock. It was 2:12 a.m., 1 minute left. The storage door began to creak open on its own. I looked at my phone. The battery, which had been full, suddenly dropped to 1%. I scrambled backward, my back hitting the wall. The door swung open completely, and inside, I saw the shadow of a man. He was bent slightly, and was exactly my height. He whispered, his voice now clear as day, "You're late. I'm coming out now," and the shadow began to move toward me. The next morning, the landlord arrived with the police. They found the apartment empty. Inside the storage room, there was a large mirror propped against the wall. A note was taped to it. It read, "Armanon never left. He just needed a body to replace his." Lying on the floor below the mirror was my shirt, the one I was wearing last night. I don't remember taking it off. The police said I was in shock, that I was just confused. Maybe they're right. But when I looked into the mirror to fix my collar, my reflection smiled back at me. I didn't. Some tenants leave the house, but some never leave the body.